Hey, everybody, welcome in. This is Tina with Life in the Piedmont. Mm, I thought I'd jump on really quick and go live. I just got done. I just finished mowing the front of our property. I need to sweep still, and I still have some other things too to do, but I figured it was best probably just to do little baby steps today. I'm trying to get my inside stuff done because tomorrow. Hey, Teresa, enjoy your lunch. Good to have you up here. Hey, Tell us Treasure, welcome in. Um, yeah, we are just. I'm really just trying to finish up in the house because tomorrow I want to get out in the morning and go to my garden. I have some weeding to do and planting. Hey, Karen, good to see you. Hello, hello. Excuse the noise. I'm pulling the chair out. So yeah, I just thought, let's just talk about anything and everything that suits you. What are you having for lunch, Teresa? I'd like to know. And because I'm not using my a streaming platform, I don't know how to pull up the comments. So you guys can see each other's comments. There we go. So yeah, so my goal, it's really nice out right now, but I know if I was directly in the sun, it'd be really hot. And our forecast, I'm antsy to get my stuff in my garden. You can see it right there behind me. I don't know if you can see it right there. Right there. It's outside, hardening off. But our forecast for the week, so I typically can't not plant my stuff out until after May 10th. May 10th. It's like always Mother's Day here in Zone 7A. I'm Zone 7A and B. So I kind of fall in between. But it is amazing. We are supposed to be in the 80s the rest of the week. Saturday, it is going to cool down to 66 and then get back up into the 70s, high 70s the following week, which is perfect because then you can start planting. What I have learned living in my area for a while is that we tend to get a lot of heavy rains. And I remember like last year, I didn't plant as much as I wanted to. I didn't plant anything. And I was thankful because we had so much rain. It flooded a lot of things. So yeah. So that's it. I know, me too. It's driving me crazy because you know what? My plants have grown and like, I can't up pot them because I don't know how much bigger to go. They have to go into the ground. So I'm taking this time to ensure there's no weeds out there and just kind of like, get some stuff together and ready. I know. I think my soil should be warm enough, but I'm still on the cautious side of it. Do you know what I mean? Maybe what I'll do is like plant some beans. I think I can plant some beans out there. But my tomatoes, hey Jennifer, welcome in. I told Jennifer and Tell Us Treasure, I text them and I said, hey, I'm just gonna jump on and do a quick live. Um, just to, keep moving forward on my channel. And oh, then you know what? Don't feel obligated to be here. Go outside and enjoy it, Jennifer, if it's nice. Jennifer lives up in Canada, guys. And last week it was like 30 degrees and snow. And she said, what did you say, Jennifer? It's like 40s or 50s. The snow's melted and she's been outside. So, okay, yeah, to Memorial Day. Yeah. I mean, so I just kind of watch it and see when I don't want to chance it. Like I've done that before, and we've had a frost, so I just kind of wait. But I mean, from what I can see right now, our forecast is going to be perfect temps. So like going out to the garden and just, turning the soil over in your raised beds. I think it's helpful to get it warm through. And oh, I can't pull that app. I'm so sorry, Jennifer. That's awesome. Soak it all up. Get some vitamin D in you. So yeah, I'm ready to be out there. We're draining the pool. We're gonna get fresh water for the pool this year. So um, I see something on the pool that it looks like a tear. I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna get fresh water in the pool. I'm gonna have to go out and look at that. It looks like a tear from here. We just have an above ground pool. Um, I don't think it's anything. I think it's just maybe some weed, you like grass or something, because they weed eated around the pool yesterday. You have to be really careful. My goal was to, and I still can, I just need extra hands, right? My goal is to put the garden fabric around the areas where all the weeds grow, and then just get some rock and lay rock down, because that way the weeds won't come up. And just, and I also want to lay the garden fabric down in my garden out there. Um, I need to get that done. So maybe tomorrow morning, that's one of the tasks I'll do too. And so, yeah. But dinner's all planned out for tonight. I'm really excited about that. I pulled. No, Teresa, thank you for coming in. I hope you had a good lunch. It was good to see you again. Have a good rest of your week. If I don't see you, I'll be popping as much on and off as I can this week. But yeah, I was gonna say, oh, dinner's planned already. I had pulled some chicken out, so I'm just gonna put some chicken probably in the air fryer. Easy breezy. I yesterday I made twice baked potatoes for our family dinner, and they're big. They're like this big. Um, I have three of those left over, and so we're gonna heat those up and have those tonight, and then I will have some vegetables and just be done with dinner tonight. It's that easy. So I may try and marinate the chicken that I have. I wish I liked salmon tail as treasures. I just don't. It's so good for you though. Ooh, that sounds good. Do you make your own barbecue sauce, or do you like do the store brand, or like Sweet Baby Ray's or something, Karen? I love. I even thought about grilling out, but before I do that, I caught, which I thought it was already taken care of. But there's a wasp nest that's getting pretty big out where I barbecue out and grill out. And so I know they were so good. And there's a wasp nest there. And they came, I thought my son got it, but I think they came back, and it's getting pretty big. So I'm gonna have to go out there tonight and spray it down really good, and spray the one down here by my back door. If you can see right behind me, right there, there's a door. Spray that down really good. And then in the front, I have other ones. I'm like, wow, I've never had this many wasps building nests around my house. It's really strange. That sounds very good. I like Sweet Baby Ray's, and I'll be honest, there is something, and I don't know what it is, in either a store brand or Sweet Baby Ray's, because I like the barbecue sauce. But there's an ingredient in there that I'm allergic to. And whenever I eat barbecue sauce, I get really itchy, and I don't know what it is. Like I haven't taken the time. I just have now stayed away from barbecue sauce. Yeah, I just, spray now to prevent them from coming. That's all I can say. Oh, did you get stung, Jennifer? Yes. Well, you know, I'm not a fan of wasp, and so wasp don't have a home around here for me. So I wanted to show you. Yeah, that I do know. Um, but so I have two nests by my back door, two nests, like they're building two nests, and there's multiple wasps up here. So yeah, but I wanted to show you. This is my little thermal printer. I purchased this over a year ago on Amazon, and it's my little label maker that I use for like when I sell my breads and stuff like that. I like it. The problem was, and so I was making labels for my soap for the farm. So Saturday was the opening day of the farmers market, and I took some of my soap to sell. And I was making labels on Friday night to put on my soaps or Friday. And of course, wouldn't you know it, I ran out of paper. So I ended up having to see, I don't even think this is the right size. It's not. And they said it would fit. Oh, wait, I could be wrong. And of course, no. Of course, I had to order it on Friday and it came on Saturday. So it's been sitting here. But now it doesn't even look like it's going to fit in here, guys. No, it will fit in here. I just have to figure it out. Maybe it just so I want to be able to finish labeling the things that I have here. So I wonder. No, it doesn't fit. That's strange. It fits inside without this. It seems to me that it should go, like I should be able to move this, right? Yeah, you would think that I should be able to move this side and widen it, but I don't know. I'll have to play around with it when I can focus on it. So. Jennifer, do you have that? Or Tell Us Treasures, do you have that? Sorry about that. Okay, for my moderators that were there, this is not, I don't know if you saw the messages that had come through from Gizmo 5. They were sexually explicit stuff. I reported it and I've deleted the comments. Anyhow, I don't know. I don't know how to remove this and like put this on here. So yeah. Okay, good to know about leaving the nest. So I don't know if this is going to work. You know what I mean? I just don't know. I will fool around with this later. So what has everybody been up to today? This kind of makes me upset. You know? Yeah, you saw it, Karen? Yeah, me too. I know. And this is, I mean, this is one of the reasons why, you know, so I usually do my lives through StreamYard, but because they allow you X amount of hours, I'm trying not to use those hours. This is just one huge roll. It's not individual labels. I'm going to test it and see what it does. Because it's not, so I just use the YouTube live function, and there's just no reason for that, you know? There just isn't. So I'm gonna see if this even works. This may not even work. I think I just put it on upside down, to be honest with you. So now I'm gonna have to return this and not even use it. I've never seen that name. Is it who I think it is, Jennifer? Oh, Karen, I'm so sorry to hear that. I really am. Jennifer, you can text me and tell me who that was. Yeah. So I have my phone. So this little printer is connected to your phone. Prayers up for your sister, Karen. I'm really sorry. I'm gonna see. This is just one long strip of. I mean, I guess it's okay, right? Okay. Well, my thing is, it's probably the people that we already know that has had issues. I would hope not, but I've never seen that person on a live before. That's why. So, Jennifer, are you working out in your garden today? Okay. I'll let you know if this works, friends. I can't tell you that it's going to. Let me go home. Here we go. We're just gonna practice and see. Otherwise, it's just gonna get shipped back to Amazon. The other ones I had like little, they were like little squares, and they were individual. I mean, if this works and it's like a whole, I put it in backwards again. And if it's a whole, just one big, huge, long label, I mean, I can easily, it cuts off. So maybe they've improved something. Who knows, right? I'll let you know in a minute. Whoops. It keeps going in crooked. There we go. So see, it tears on there. Oh, that's awesome, Jennifer. That's awesome. Okay, I'm just gonna print and see what this does when it prints. We're just gonna do one. So, you know what? I love it because look. There it is, and it prints my label just fine, and it's the size I need. So they're a keeper, and I don't even have to use this in it. It's not that I'll throw this away, but yeah, keep rocking in the chair. You should. I love it. There we go. I will tell you this. I told Teller's Treasure over the weekend. I was actually quite shocked, guys, on Saturday on how much soap it's not like I sold out of soap, but I sold several bars in all my lip balm that I make. And I was just really shocked, like, you know, how much of that I sold. I was really happy. You know what, Jennifer? Oh, now I have to move my leg. I like the printer because it's easy and it's affordable, and I use my phone to create it and type up the ingredients. So I'm legal in that way, cottage laws, and it prints out. So that one printed out really nice. And maybe the other labels that I had, maybe there was just something wrong with those labels because the ink wasn't coming out as dark as it used to. So I will be playing around with this later. And tell his treasures, if you don't have this, this is the one that I was talking to you about for your candle business. This is the one here. It works just perfect. But I know that you print yours out and do all that. But if you don't want to like use all your ink at home on your printer, it's an option for you. The room's starting to get hot here. I have the window and door open. So I'm really happy about this. I truly, honestly am. It makes me very happy. So, anyhow, I'll put that aside now. I've got my water. So, yeah, so tomorrow I'll go out. I don't think I'll go out tonight, but tomorrow I'll go out and work in the garden and get that. Just, I have potatoes I need to plant. So that was my goal. I was going to go plant them today, but it's too hot for me right now, in all honesty. Well, I reported the person, so hopefully they actually do something about that person, right? And but if they're anything, they can come back under a different name, they create different profiles, that type of thing. So, okay, thanks, Jennifer. We are talking about gardening and planting seeds, and if that interests you, and we're talking about cooking too. So if any of that interests you, I welcome you to stay. So yeah, anyhow, just isn't that interesting how that feels when you live? So for those of you who don't live on the East Coast, when it is 50 degrees out, it feels like it's 80. There is something so interesting about that heat. And because I have lived on both coasts, like the West Coast, like I think because you don't get the winters and the change of seasons like we do here. Awesome. I can't wait. Yeah. My point being is that like that sun never felt that hot and intense until like really in the summer when it hit over 100 degrees. But here, when you get those warm days of 40 and 50 degrees in the middle of February, you're like, woohoo, it's short weather, it's summertime, and you get this burst of energy that comes in. So yeah. Yeah, I have the VC homestead to do. I have the seeds that you guys sent me. I'm going to try and do something with those. I have to, Jennifer, if you don't mind, like resending me the email on that collaboration, because I went to go search for it in my one email and I couldn't find it. And so I want to make sure I'm following the rules. I have a couple of videos. My Great Hot Dog Debate collaboration starts this week. I'm the one to kick it off, and I just found the recipe. I think. And where's that? Where's 82? Because we are, I don't know what the temp here in my area. So I'm on the East Coast, mind you. And right now they say it's 72. Yesterday it was in the 70s, but nice, with a breeze. So yeah, I forgot what I was going to say, but that's okay. That's what I need to go do. So here's a gardening question for you, anybody out there. I have my blueberry plants, right? I have my what is it called? The pH to make sure that the soil that I'm planting my berry bushes in are. Can I add? Okay, let me back up. I'm going to be growing my blueberry bushes in 50-gallon grow bags. And I did research on that, and it said I should use about a tablespoon of the pH stuff to help get the pH to the right thing. My question is, can I plant my blueberry plants as soon as I put that mixture in, or should I wait? Anybody know? Texas is always warm. That's true. Texas is always much warmer. It's like California, it gets really hot sooner. Although California is having rain and cooler temps right now, so I have friends and family that live in Texas. Some in McKinney. I'm sorry about that. They live in McKinney and Amarillo. So yeah, if you know anything about the blueberry, so once I add it, should I be okay to put my blueberry bushes in? Because I honestly don't know how much longer they're going to keep in there. Yeah, that's fine, Jennifer. Thank you. Oh, so here's my question. I have two blueberry bushes, okay? And I am planting them in my 50-gallon grow bags. Okay, they're big, they're grow bags. And I know that they're big enough. I did research and it said I should plant a tablespoon of is it the pH that, because the soil, blueberry is like a good pH soil. So a tablespoon in each bag. My question is, when I do that, can I go ahead and plant my blueberry bushes right away? And how often should I add the pH stuff in there as it grows? That was my question. Did that make sense? All right, Karen, I'm trying to send people. Yep. I'm in direct sun. Oh, that's nice. It's 82. Got that. Karen says, "Oh, I can't wait for that. Sounds like fun." I'm not sure what you're talking about, Karen. I'm missing a comment, I think. Um, yeah. So, oh, hot dog, yeah. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait. And it's not just like we in America, when we think of hot dogs, we think of hot dogs, right? But hot dogs in other countries are also known as bratwurst and sausages and stuff. So people ask, "Can I do a sausage?" Like, yeah, of course you can, because it's considered a hot dog. So um, it is called the Great Hot Dog Debate, and the hashtag is going to be hot diggity dog, and I will kick it off on May 1st, and it will run up until the 25th or 26th of May. Um, yeah. So I have a pH. So I already did a tester. I already tested, and I need to drop the pH level. Does that make sense to you? Yeah. So I have to drop it. Yeah, so I can't wait to see what people or how and what they're going to make on their hot dog or sausage, as we may think of it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and get It's just a different type of collaboration, I think, to kick off summer because, Memorial Day is always about kicking off the summer. And I wanted to do it up until Memorial Day weekend. So if people like any of these videos, it'll be perfect for them. And while their friends and family, maybe Memorial Day weekend, if they're going camping or just staying at home. So yeah, it can be. So I'm hoping that the weather continues to stay hot and warm so I can go out into the pool here Memorial Day weekend. Some years we can, and some years it's just rainy and humid and yucky. It just depends. I can't remember last year, it just wasn't warm enough for me. I don't like my water cold. It is. Exactly. And that's what it's all about, right? The grilling out. So that's the one thing. Yeah, I like to do a lot of when it's summertime. Let's talk about it. What's one of the favorite things that you like to grill out or barbecue? So on the West Coast, guys, we call it barbecue. East Coast calls it grilling out. And so a lot of times when I move this way, people are like, what is barbecue? I'm like, grilling out, like you go out and grill, right? But I know barbecue can also mean a food, in a southern thing. Maybe Texas is referred to barbecue, meaning you're going to have barbecue like pulled pork or something like that. But what is your funny thing? Funny thing. What is your favorite thing you like to barbecue or grill out? Let me know in the comments. For me, I don't know. Yeah, I think it just depends on where you're. Yes. Hey, Kathleen, welcome in. Hey, friends, my friend Kathleen Fuller, Books and Hooks. She has a YouTube channel. You may remember her. She was my guest as an author up on my channel. Please go and subscribe to her channel. Kathleen, that's the name of your channel, Kathleen Fuller, Books and Hooks, correct? Yep. Oh, true. That is true, Karen. Needs a good grilled barbecue hamburger, right? Absolutely. Yeah. Karen, do you call it grilling out? You do call it grilling out. Kathleen, do you call it grilling out or barbecue where you're at? I'd like to know. Let's take a poll. So you know what? My days are so, I'm kind of lost in like what the date is. Today is the 28th. So, no, it's not. Yeah, it is. Today's the 28th. So Thursday, my video will go out of my hot dog. And I also have to put out a whole new. That's interesting, Karen. Barbecue is a picnic. That is interesting. Interesting to know. Never heard of that. That's so funny. So, that is interesting. Okay, Kathleen says we call it both. You have to clarify if you're having a barbecue at your barbecue. So, yeah, that's funny. That's just like the East Coast. They call a purse. So I call it a purse, but back here they call it a pocketbook. I'm like, what's a pocketbook? It's purse. They call it a purse. That took me a while to get used to. I do not say pocketbook. I still call it purse. So I find that one interesting too. I just find it interesting the way like different different coast, how their words and that, like grandma, like in California, it's grandma or nanny or nana. Back here, grandma is mom or great mom for a great grandma. So, and out here, pop is a really popular name to call your grandfather. So it depends. I like that question. Karen goes, "What do you call soda?" So growing up, I always heard my grandma refer to it as pop. And oftentimes you will hear me go, "Soda pop." Or I just need a Diet Coke, right? So I can say soda or I say soda pop. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Jennifer. I just find that really interesting. So it's pop. But why do you call it pop? So being that my grandmother was from the East Coast, she was raised, and that's what she heard was pop. But I almost know for 100% that they never had pop in their home growing up. That I can almost guarantee. She didn't start drinking pop until she moved to California. That I do know. So it was called tonic. Now tonic would be an alcoholic beverage. Do you know what I mean? That's interesting. Yeah, in California it was a soda. A soda. And back in the day, I think they even said a fountain drink, right? Like it would be also considered a fountain drink. You too. Be blessed, Kathleen. We'll chat soon. Yeah, I think it's funny. I love all the different names that we call things. Whether it's a tradition or because that's what your family known, or it's a the area that you grew up in. Um, yeah, I just think each region and stuff, the way that it's called, it's just interesting. So soda pop, pop, soda, or tonic. That's interesting. So yeah, it is. My daughter is out on her break walking the dog. I have to sneeze. Excuse me. Um, the grass. I mowed the grass, so I really wish. I wish my garden was just a little more covered in some shade right now, so that way I could go out there and do what I need to do. You know what I mean? Thank you, Karen. I don't know. I guess the mute thing is right here as the microphone. Yeah, I could have muted myself, so I do apologize. So, did everybody have a good weekend? And tell me something that you did this weekend. Well, yeah, and there is Butterball yakking up a bunch. My dog should be. Um, my daughter took her off to walk the property, so she should be a little tired when she comes in. She's a Bernese, so when it's hot like this, it's hard on her, but it's good for her to go out there. Oh, I have to tell you, the not funny, but it is funny. Ha ha. So my two little older dogs, I took I took the first one, Alabella, out this morning, and I didn't bathe her. I'm prepping to bathe her. Oh, you're fine. So cleaned her up, her bottom up, her face, and trimmed her nails. The one nail is the one that I think she's hurt. So I didn't want to cut that one, even though it really needs it. I want it to heal a little bit more. So then I come in and I get my little Chihuahua. Old man Jack is what I call him. He does not like his nails being trimmed. He puts off the worst smell when you try to trim his nails. So I was out there, I had him in my chair, and I was hugging him, telling him what we were going to do, trying to keep him calm. He did good on the first two. And then that did it. You guys, I wish I would have had been recording this. If you could have heard him yelp and cry, you thought the dog was being killed. Let me tell you. And that wasn't the case. I was just trying to trim his nails. So he got me. He scratched me. He caused me to bleed on my arm. Like he was just so I decided, like I got his two front paws done. But his back paws, he just will not let me touch. And he was so stressed and so full of anxiety. I decided we just sat there and I calmed him down. And I was concerned like he was going to have like a little heart attack or something because he was so stressed out. And so I just said, oh, little Jackie Poo, we'll call it a day. And so, yeah. So one thing I've learned about Chihuahua dogs, they are so full of drama. Like the slightest little, I don't know. I remember one day, forget what it was that I took him to the vet. There was nothing wrong with him. That dog cost me, I don't know how many hundreds of dollars just taking him to the vet because we thought something serious was wrong with him. He just wanted attention. He's a drama dog. I've learned that. So the good news is I got his front paws done. And then I put him down and I'm like, don't you feel better walking now? Anyhow, they both need baths. I have a sink in my mudroom where both the small ones can get bathed. And I think tomorrow, being that it's 82, I think I might do that. My one Ella, she's a terrier. I need to get clippers and just zip her. You know what I mean? Like just shave it down. And so Jack is short haired, no big deal. And then the Bernese, 100-pound, that's going to take a couple of us to bathe to just hold her in place. And then my son has a Bernese too, so we'll need to give him a bath too because they need baths and just shave them down because they have so much fur, and then it will help prevent the shedding. The shedding gets really bad twice a year on the dogs, and it seems like they shed in the off season, but they don't. So it's like they shed another entire dog, to be honest with you, when they shed. So I dry Swiffer like on a daily basis, sometimes 2 times a day. Just, I won't run the vacuum. I'll dry Swiffer it because it's just easier. I'll be vacuuming all the time. Not that I don't vacuum the floor, but do you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So, let me see what else. So what did you do over the weekend? That was fun today. I already told you mine. I did the farmer's market on Saturday, which was a good opening day. It was nice to see the vendors, and that's my daughter. Hi, Bear. Yeah, and we took it easy. We had a lovely family dinner last night because we didn't have our Easter dinner, and so yesterday I baked a ham. I made twice baked potatoes. We had green beans and corn, and then I made a really lovely dessert. It was a blueberry cheese, cream cheese dessert with graham cracker crust and blueberry pie filling, which I had canned, and whipped cream. So it was really good. It was really nice to just enjoy the family yesterday together. you know? But okay, so tell me, what have you been doing? Tell me that. What have you all been up to? I'm gonna type in the chat. There we go. See my plants? Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I don't have any anxiety medicine, and I mean, and if I took him into a, he's just too old to be like go through all the anxiety. I'm not going to put him through that. You know, plus my vet charges so much money for nail clipping. Oh, did you tell her, Karen? Was it good? That's awesome. That's awesome. Yep. Oh, that's wonderful. Yep. So it's funny. Hey, John Burkholder, welcome in. I know the name, but I don't. Good to see you. It's so funny. I know you're not the same John, but I did know my husband had a friend named John Burkholder years ago. So when I saw, I was like, oh wow. So yeah. So um, where do you know him from? Where'd you meet my husband at, John? Okay, it's you. Good to see you. How are you doing? That's so bizarre. That just how's the family doing? Um, I'm glad to hear that. Are you still on the East Coast, or have you moved around, or what's up? Yeah. So I had no idea you're living in Chicago. Nice. Very cool. Do you like it there? Anyhow, oh, good. And the girls are all well, I'm assuming. Um, oh, wow. That's amazing. Whereabouts? Okay. Oh, wow. Be great to see everybody. It's been so long. So he used to work with my husband, and they've been friends and had kids. Okay. Gotcha. That's funny. Small world, John. Hey, Mona did what? Welcome in. I know. I was so sad to hear about Terry's passing, John. Well, good. I'm glad to hear that. I hope that you're happy. That's awesome. I'm very happy for you. That's great. Great news. Well, please tell all the kids, if I don't even know if they would remember us, I'd please tell them all hello for us. Please. That's wonderful. Is your weather nice back there? Mona, what are you sewing on? Okay. Nice. That was like a lifetime ago, John, wasn't it? Completely. So long ago. Nothing. Okay. Well, I guess that's good, right? Yeah. I'm going to tell you this. You guys can see. Wow. That was a long time ago. You can see my plants out there. I have, I don't know, I can't count from here, probably 10, if not more, pepper plants. What was I thinking? Well, I was thinking that none of them were going to germinate like last year. So I planted all of my seeds that I had, and guess what? They all germinated. And so, nah, enjoy life. I know what you're saying though. It's hard to see your kids at like, the age you were when like we met, right? That's what's so strange. And yesterday when I was going through my freezer to pull out the green beans, I had to keep moving all these bags of peppers. And I'm like, what am I doing with all these peppers? I don't know. I need to process them, guys. And I need to separate. It's my fault for putting them all in one bag, but I really need to go through and then sort them out and figure out which ones are hot, mild, or whatever. So I'm just gonna make a hot sauce. That's kind of, I was gonna do like a, like peach hot sauce. Yeah, must be a good. And my tomato plants too that I started by seed, all those are doing really well. And all the flower seeds that I started, all the sunflower, everything. And I know that I owe that a lot to the Fox Farm soil that I did this year versus, what that seed mix from Jolly. I have to tell you, that was a really good. I'm glad that I used the wisdom and the experience from last year not to use that again. And it's so strange because I have used this Jolly seed mix before and have never had a problem with it. But last year was a completely different problem. I don't know if I planted nasturtiums this year. I'm sure I could throw some seeds down, right? I don't think it's too late. But I did plant a ton of sunflower seeds, um, zinnias. I have those. So I think what I'm going to do, because I have so many sunflower seeds, I'm thinking I'm going to, we'll see. Because I don't know if they're like a rabbit or something or the deer will come and eat them. But it would be nice to have a couple of those sunflowers like grow up in my front planter. I think that would look really pretty. And maybe some zinnias as well. Oh no. Where'd you get your seeds from, Karen? See, I had that problem last year with the pepper plants that I had gotten from M.I. Gardner. You're fine. Well, they're gonna. So I have the big, huge, giant ones. Yeah, I have the big, giant ones, and then I have other ones. The fire. Well, you guys, I planted these with you. I have like the fiery sunflowers and all that. Baker Creek, yeah. You know, it's so funny, Jennifer, that you say that because so many people in the homesteading community, use both of those for their seeds, like their seed supplier. Um, when I first heard of Baker Creek and I had purchased some, they did fine for me, but I have not ordered in a while, or have I? And then, like I said, last year was my first one time ordering from MI Gardner, and I won't order again because of the poor germination rate. Haas is very good. I like Haas, and I like Annie's heirloom seeds. If you haven't ordered from them, I ordered beans last year. So right now I've done Annie's and I've done Haas, and then Jennifer, I've done your seeds. I forget the name of it, but your tomato plants that you had given me, those have all germinated. Um, and and then I'll find out like with the Mary's heirloom seeds that I'm doing with the collaboration for Jennifer Ocean Homestead. I'll let you know. But I'll be honest with you, I had. Hey, John, good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. I'm going to tell Joe that you came on in. Be blessed, and we'll chat soon. Have a good rest of your day at work. Um, I've bought Walmart seeds for 50 cents that have germinated. My Dollar Tree, and we know that the Dollar Tree seeds are like name brand seeds. And they just don't give you a lot of them. Those have germinated really well. So yeah, I don't. Yeah, thank you. I know I lost a couple of subscribers. I was a little bummed about that. I was quite shocked. And maybe because I haven't put out like a regular video of cooking. So I don't know. So yeah, Karen, have you tried? No, you said poor germination. They didn't even germinate. I don't know if you threw them out, but what I would do is I'd keep watering them and see if they do eventually germinate. So, because, let me see. Yeah, my tomato plants, they were falling over in here and I'm like, I need to get these out. And I don't know, it's really hard to see, but if you can see right there where my finger is, those are like my cucumber plants or pickling cucumbers. They're laying down. I need to get them out. My peas are really nice, and my radishes are coming up really nice. And so I'll look like I should have some radishes to harvest. I mean, they look small, to be honest with you. So I'm not going to pick them, but they are like visible. Like I can see the red in them. I just, you know. So let me ask you a question. If you garden, because like radishes and onions and that like their soil loose, how do you keep your soil loose in order for them to grow the way that they did? Yesterday, no, not yesterday. It was one day I was out there. It was last week. What am I saying? Yesterday, I I went ahead and I went ahead and thank you. He came back on. If you didn't notice that that person came back on, and I reported it too. Um, I forgot. Oh, so I went in with like my shovel and just kind of, without disturbing it, just kind of dug around the soil a little bit, kind of almost like tilling it up just a little bit. Yeah, try the paper towel method, Karen. See if that gives you a germination See if that gives you a germination. That may help you. I don't know, but it doesn't hurt. So I just kind of dug up around just to kind of like loosen up the soil a little bit because I want to get onions. You know what I mean? Like I want onions, but my soil seems to keep, I don't know, it just seems a little too firm. And I don't know if it's because of the rain that we had. So that's another reason why I want to go out and just really loosen up all the soil in my raised beds that I haven't planted in to hopefully get planted. So, yeah, I don't know. So yeah, so that's what I want to do. That's it. Other than that, hey, not bad. It's already been an hour. That's fun. My garden is really calling me. I should go out there and see what it is, but the wind, there's a nice breeze going right now. If you can see, what's wrong way? There's just a nice breeze going right now. Yeah, I would, Karen, try the paper towel method. What is my, what is that? Oh, there we go. Um, Jennifer, did you take care of that person again? I reported it again. So anyhow, let me see where I'm at. I'm gonna go check my phone really quick too. But yeah, I don't think my I'm going to my channel on my phone to see what it, yeah, it shows that I'm live. Okay. Hold on a second. So if that person comes back on here and has those rude comments again, feel free. You should be able, there's three dots next to the person's name. You should be able to report that. And I've been reporting it under pornographic stuff. So, I'm not going to sit here and put up with that. And I won't acknowledge it either. I'll just delete it and move on. I know for the moderators who are there, you may not see it as fast as I do, which allows the person to like maybe make more than one comment. So that I do know. So yeah, okay, I see myself live. So Jennifer, I did send an email out today for our buddy group. If you did not see that or read that, so anyhow, I'm gonna have to go because I have to go through this email. I'm gonna sneeze again. Excuse me. I gotta get that email fixed with the new dates and all that on there. But this is the final schedule for the collaboration. There's no more changing. This is the final schedule because I don't have time to keep changing. You know what I mean? It takes a lot of work to go through all this again and do it. So, but yeah. So I think I'm gonna go get that done and get that out of the way. So that's just one more thing off my off my shoulder. You know what I mean? Like, it's just one thing I don't have to think about in my head and I can focus on, because I have, how many videos? I have, like, I know for sure 2 videos coming on this week. So I do know that. And the other one, I'll probably wait on the other one until next week. But I didn't even get a video out last week. I had plans to, but I ended up doing a few more lives than normal. So I figured, well, I'll just skip the video this week. Good. So for whoever's still out there, I appreciate you, and I appreciate you for being here. Thank you to the moderators for paying attention to the people who come in and reporting them and blocking them from my live. But I know that person will come back again. And it's just another reason why I don't use the YouTube Live app all the time, for that reason. It attracts, one, it's great that it attracts a bigger audience, but it also attracts those that you don't really want on your live. Do you know what I mean? So I appreciate, I have 9 people in here, so I appreciate it very, very much. Did I do something? But I think I turned off the comments by accident, you guys. I am so sorry, because I don't even see my comment. So hang on. It's when I did something. Hang on a second. Hold on. Bear with me really quick. Nope. I don't know where. I just typed something in. Do you guys see anything that I typed? The last comment I see is from Karen that says, I have been and I have some more seeds and I will try again. I don't see any I don't see any more chats. Aha, there it is. That was so strange, you guys. All of a sudden it just popped up. So yeah, Gix Morflor, he's the one that I reported and deleting. He came back. He came back again. I didn't hide from the channel, so let me do that right now. No, he's been hidden. So if you guys want to report him as well, I'd appreciate that. I have no idea, because this is so different. Live chat. There it is. I accidentally clicked something different. So the last one, Jennifer, you said, are you on all messages at the top? I think I am now. Let me see. There, yeah. Okay, now I can see my message. That was so weird. That's okay, Karen. It really is. I'm like, but it's just really like, go get a life, right? Go get a life is what I say. So I am now. Anyhow, I'm going to go get this email and all this set out, and yeah, and so maybe because that was the second time I reported it within the same chat. Well, you know, it's not my responsibility to make sure people are, I mean, this is your platform, right? You need to make sure that when people report stuff that you handle that in the proper way and not keep letting people back on. Do you know what I mean? So, but, that's weird. You should have. You've been getting them from me though, right? For the watch thing, you have gotten from me before, right? I'll figure it out. So, all right, I am going to officially go now. I'm going to go get these emails done, and I need to go get my paper so I know what I'm doing is right, and I'm going to end. So thanks for joining me on this pop-up. I will see you again this week. Have a blessed day. Enjoy the sunshine, Jennifer, and best of luck, Karen, with your nasturtiums, and I will talk to Tell Us Treasure on a later day. Have fun with your candle making. Bye, everyone.